broken alone. I feel the rain crashing down all around this empty town. We're searching for the lost and found, but you don't care, you're unaware. Keep moving like the scars aren't even there. It's in the air like a blazing flare. Just stare 'cause the flames will burn us. I thought you were the one for me. That's why I gave you everything. Held you close by the stormy seas. Oh, you meant the world to me. Kiss your head when you cried for me. Hold your hand while the pain was over. Keep you warm by the roaring sea. You meant the world to me. You meant the world to me. You meant the world to me. My darling dear, you're never here. When I'm in pain, you hide and disappear. Like shadows in the atmosphere, charting the stratosphere. Yeah. I prayed for you and kept you near, in hopes you'd chase away my fears. I'm on my own, you made it so, and now I'm chasing nightmares through. I used to run with you through the great big leaves, laugh at you when you laugh at me. Hope for us because I believe the home was just you and me. I thought you were the one for me. That's why I gave you everything. Held you close by the stormy seas. Oh, you meant the world to me. You meant the world to me. You meant the world to me. Oh, I'm gonna do this on my own. No point in blaming you, you did not know. Oh, I thought you were the one for me. That's why I gave you everything. Held you close by the stormy seas. Oh, you meant the world to me. You meant the world to me. You meant the world to me.
Alright guys, welcome in to normactoltrading.com. Please like and subscribe to the channel, click the icon to alert you if I make new videos. I would really appreciate that, guys. Glad to have you guys in. We'll go ahead and give it a couple more seconds here for people to trickle on in, but I'm glad to have you guys in, glad to have you guys on. Hopefully you guys had a great trading day. First time in a while that I felt pretty confident the whole trading day, and it's the first time in a while you've seen my Robinhood account start in the green without any hesitation and go straight up to 70,000 and then uptrends all day into the final of $76,185.53 on the day. Feels good, feels great. Glad to have a great Wednesday. Hopefully you again guys had a great Wednesday. And let's go ahead and get started here at normactoltrading.com to go over the daily recap. First of all, can I get a mic check? Mic check 1, 2. Hopefully I didn't just talk and have you guys not be able to hear me. Alright, cool. Pretty sure that means you guys can hear me. 1. Alright, so today, as you guys can see, I really only made, 3 trades on the day. I started off with MYO. MYO this morning looked pretty good. Again, we're in a hot market. We're in a momentum market. I started getting long pre-market here at 102. I took 1,000 shares at 107, 104, 104, and 103. And then I sold half my shares at $1 because I didn't want to take the risk of this thing flushing. I lessened my risk, and then I came all the way back and selling at 111. So in total, I believe I made like about $700 on this trade. Overall, my average was like 103, I think, and selling out at 111, made me about $700. My bigger trade today was PSTV, guys. PSTV was my biggest trade on the day. This was about a $10,000 winner. So I want to pull this up here. PSTV, guys. So my thought process was here, okay? As simple as this. And those of you guys who are listening, great. You're going to learn a lot. If you're not, then you're missing out, okay? So CEI, I went back and looked at, okay? Oops, sorry about that. So I went back and looked at CEI when this thing ran, okay? And we had that parabolic runner all the way up to $9, right? And then it took this thing 1 day to consolidate, 2-day consolidate. The third day, this thing goes from 321 all the way up to 550. So that was about a 40 to 50% runner, okay, on plenty of volume, okay? Theme, I think so, okay? Parabolic runner, right? This thing goes from 2 to 960. And 1, 2, 3 days later, we have our secondary spike, probably shorts covering, people getting trapped, etc., etc. Okay, let's go back to MTC. MTC, we have a run from 250 all the way up to 13. Okay, 1 day, 2 day, third day, we get a run from 4 to 640. Okay, and what do you know? PSTV, we have a run from $4 all the way up to 1672. 1 day, 2 day, third day, we have a run from $7 all the way up to $10.13. Okay, or no, 10.33. Theme? I think so. Play the trend? I think so. Did I ever? I played the trend. I took this stock. So what I did with this stock is I said, hey, I went back and looked at MTC and I was like, did MTC start off out of the gates hot, or how did MTC work out? And MTC kind of consolidated and then just took off, okay? CEI, I remember looking at kind of, went from 326 all the way down to 311, came back up to 330, consolidated, and bingo, right? So I was kind of comparing this. It's like, okay, can PSTV make the same move with just a out-of-the-gate uptrend? So we had the spike out of the gates. Then I started to see this thing pop on the scans. This thing started popping on the scans, I believe, at I think it was like 720s, I think. Okay? Once this thing got on our scanner, I immediately started to look at this, and I immediately knew that this is all over my watch list that I made last night. And with that being said, it was all over my watch list, so I definitely had to take the trade. It was one of my top watches going into the day. You can see, so PSTV was definitely one of those stocks that I had my eye on all day, except for in the morning time, and luckily the scanner caught this, or else I probably wouldn't have been able to trade this with any profit, because I did have it on my watch list. It was on my, but after seeing MYO, I was watching LEDS as well, and then I heard this on the scans, and this is my most confident setup. And as soon as I heard on the scans, I was like, okay, wait a minute, I don't know if I want to get on an uptrend and have this thing flush back down. So I went back to look at MTC and CEI, and before you know it, it's at 755. I'm like, screw it, I'm getting long. So I got long at 767. Okay, you can see here. 767 was my long on PSTV, right, or 769, 6,700 shares, $51,494.86 was my size there. Okay, and I started to sell a little, 2,700 shares on the limit. Sell was 918 out of the Holt, and then I market sold 4,000 shares the rest. I got back long 912 for a smaller amount of shares and sold out at 956. And that was basically the rest of the trades I made. I took a small little loser on this one, about a $400 loser on that trade, but it was very small, 1,500 shares, and that's okay. I mean, I knew my risk going into that. The other trade I made today, which I left a lot on the table, was RKDA. Could have said the same with PSTV, but that's just the way trading goes. I'm not going to complain about a $15,000 day. You can see here, guys. So I really liked RKDA. I've been watching this one for a while because, first off, this thing's 1, 2, 3, 4 red days in a row. Now we're building base off 520 here with a higher low at 550. Okay. With that being said, a higher low at 550. Seeing this thing spark out of the gates like it did. Okay. It went from 555 all the way up to 633. Okay. And I noticed this thing holding. Basically, this thing's held right here, kind of higher lows. I got long right in here at 595 was my long, okay? And you can see me adding, okay? And I felt really comfortable with it because I was only going to risk about 5 cents a share, and my risk reward was about 7 to 1. So I thought, okay, risk 5 cents for a potential of 30 to 35 cents. I like the trade setup. On the daily, 4 red days in a row as a former spiker, I got long here at 595, 10,000 shares. Okay, and then I added my last at 593 for another 500 shares. Another 100 shares there at 593, so another 600 shares there. You can see I sold a quarter of my position at 625 on this spike right here. No, it's actually on this spike right here. And then I sold the rest on this spike right here at 637. And this thing is now over 7 after hours. So I could have made probably another 10 to 15,000 on this trade, but I left plenty on the table, but that's okay because profit is profit. I waited all day for this one stock setup. It was an intraday swing that I took advantage of, so it was definitely one of those ones where I played it all day. I took all these dips. I fought through. I kind of wanted to sell off in here, but I didn't. And then all of a sudden we get this rip and ramp above VWAP. We're still holding higher lows, and the volume comes into the close strongly. Okay, I left about 10 grand on the table at least on that trade, but I'm not even mad about it at all because I kept my mentality. I took my risk reward. I had a game plan. I stuck to my game plan, and I got rewarded for that. Okay, and that's what put me up about 15,000 bucks on the day. You can see here. Now we're at $76,000 on this account. We're finally starting to get this thing back and uptrending again. The 1 year. Man, I still can't get over this day that I was unrealized over $1 million, and I didn't take profits. And now I went on vacation during this time, and then over this past like 3 or 4 weeks, I've been grinding it back out full time again, and I'm definitely starting to get back into the rhythm of things. So, small loser today, $299 on U-Stock, and about a $83 loss on TOS today. Really, other than that, I want you guys to know that today is the last day to take advantage of the scanner sale. Okay? Today is the last day to take advantage of the 20% off on the scanner sale. Okay? Just so you know. So if you're going to take advantage, I said this last week, today is the last day to take advantage of the scanner sale. I'll put the link in the description right there. Okay? Thanks to the scanner, I caught PSTV and made about $10,000 thanks to the scanner. It just takes one trade for me, honestly. Not saying this is the same for you, but for me it takes one trade for it to pay off every time I catch something on the scan. So you can see here $399.99 right there. So I'm 20% off all my scanner settings. I just put the link in the description below. Also, as well as I put it in the top chat on YouTube. So today is the last day to try the scanners for a discount. Tomorrow they will be back up full price. So if you're going to take advantage of them, now is the time. I'll actually put the link as well for the all-in-one scan. It's the exact same scan I use every single day. Okay, this is the all-in-one: the gap up, the gap down, the social media scan, float rotation scan, Holt resume scan. Okay, I believe there's one other scan, and then it has. So those are all the add-ons that you don't get with the separate scanners. You don't get the add-on with the gap up, the gap down, or social media scan, float rotation scan if you just get the separate scan, but you get the full scan, and with all the add-ons. This is the exact scan that I use every single day. You guys can see actually a video that I posted in chat today on my RKDA trades of what my scanner looks like. Sorry about that. So here's the scanner right there. You can see it right there. So you get the picture there. So if you're wanting to take advantage of the scanner, today is the last day to take advantage of the scanner. Okay. As well as I believe the sale to Trade Ideas is running out as well. Let's see if that code still works. Let me make sure back to school all caps still works. So premium yearly. Okay, it does still work. So you can still take advantage of this full on sale using the code back to school all caps. So this is the gas to the car. This is where your recurring payments are. This is a one-time payment. You need both for this thing to function. Any other questions, let me know. I'll go ahead and show you some scans that were from yesterday. So you can see here we had Yuma 309 on our dip by scan. This thing went 108%. From our Normac no low flow dip by scan, caught at 309, 295, 294, 293, 290. Right in here. Here's the times. Here's the ticker. Here's the price. Change from the open, gap up, volume of the day, the float, and then the scan that was caught. Here's another scan here. First alert on our volume scanner was 230 on TROV. This thing went 35.6%, 312 there. And our last scan here was DPW, I believe. DPW went from on our first alert on a washout long scanner, so Normac Newell washout long scan. 753 was caught there. 750, 733, 732, all caught on the scans. There's the price, there's a change from the open, there's the gap up percentage, there's the volume, the float share, percentage of float, and the sector that it's in. Okay. So, you know, I just couldn't trade without the scanner, guys. It's just simple as that. I just couldn't trade it. So, I trade about 70% of the stocks that I trade are from the scanner itself. You still have to execute all the trades on your own. But it's just, you're never going to be able to sift through 10 to 15,000 different stocks without a proper scanner. It doesn't matter how many chat rooms you're in, doesn't matter how many people you know. You need to have a software that can help you with that. I think, you know, I couldn't trade without it. It's just me. But you don't, you know, it's not the same for everyone. But I'm just telling you what works for me. So, any questions, guys? I'll give 1 minute for I'll give 30 seconds to answer any questions at all, and then I am going to be heading out. Any questions at all, guys? Last 10 seconds for any questions. Alright, guys, looks like we have another questions today, guys. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Cheers, team, and go Hawks.